All right, starting our second side. Let's take our left leg back, grounding the heel down, working towards square hips. Inhale, arms up. You can slide your right foot forward so that you can descend the right thigh down more. Then outer right hip back, lower belly in, pressing through the legs, stretch up. Inhale, extend the right leg. Halfway down, we're going to hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, take a step in, working towards square hips. Lift the inner thigh, turn the toes down. Don't lock your right leg. Lift up, and then stretch it back down. Rise up, and step forward. From here, I want you just to release your arms down and close your eyes. Tadasana after this work is a little challenging. Can you settle back in? Can you ground back down? Let's breathe deeply. Good, let's bring our hands to our hearts. Take a full breath in, opening your eyes. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, fold. Halfway up. Step back to down dog. From down dog, we're going to bring our knees down and bring our elbows down. Options for forearm plank, hands down, but don't let your hands come in past inward the elbows. You can turn your wrists, palms facing other, make fists, straight arms, or interlace. This is all up to you. Today I'm going to interlace. Take your legs back, lift your thighs up, ribs in, tucking your chin, lengthen the spine. See if you can get your hips parallel to the floor and the belly drawn in. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Parallel your arms. Press the hands down. Draw the elbows back. Lower belly draws in and up. And we're going to come into Sphinx pose. Place the left hand into the middle of the mat. Roll the right thigh down. Bending the knee, reach for your foot. Press the foot back so you're going to feel the quad, and then press the knee down. Your leg bone lifts up a little bit, and then bring the heel in for a thigh stretch. Work the right hip towards the right heel. Keep pressing the knee down. Keep working the foot into your hand, and then release. Right hand in, left hip down. Bend the knee, reach for the foot, press it back, press the knee down, and then work the heel in. Keep working the leg, the hip, the upper part of the leg back, hip back as you bring the heel in. Good, and then release. Let's bring our forehead down, bring your legs together, roll your thighs in, extend the arms back, press the back of the palms into the floor. Inhale, move the shoulders towards you and up towards the sky. Now press the toes and the knees down, draw the lower belly in and up, lift your chest, take your arms back, and then lift your feet. See if you can squeeze your ankles together. Squeeze your butt, rise up. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Take your arms to the side and then inhale forward. Reach through the toes, reach through the fingers, lift up, and then exhale, make a pillow and rest. Enjoy your beating heart. Notice the depth of your breath. Feel the endorphins making you feel better. We always are a better self when we feel better. We open up our heart. So we're going to do the same thing with our arms back, only from there, find our feet. Let's join our legs. Joining your legs, press your hands and toes down. Draw the lower belly in and up. and then lift up. Lift your arms, bend your knees, find your feet, press them back, and then lift up. Bow pose, Dhanurasana. Hug your feet towards each other. Lift your toes up higher. With your chin slightly tucked, lift your head up. Breathe. Good. Exhale, come down and rest. From here, we are going to rise onto our back. I did not turn my bend your elbows. Ground your shoulders down. Move your shoulders towards your ears. Isometrically slide your heels back towards your hips and lift the lower back off the floor. Pressing your arms down, inhale, lift your hips up. Hold the sides of your mat. Spread it apart so find your arm muscles, and then you can roll the shoulders in, lift the hips up. Take your chin slightly away from your chest, but let your chest move towards your chin. Squeeze your knees towards each other. Breathe. Lift up. And then exhale, let your hips come down. You can place one hand at your heart and one hand at your belly and just come into your breath. I'll read you a quote while you're breathing and resting. Change equals self-improvement. Push yourself to places you haven't been before. Pat Summitt. So our next pose, you can do another bridge, and if you feel comfortable enough to come from bridge, place your hands over your head and push up to Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel. Please do so. You can stay in this pose or push yourself a little bit to come up into wheel. For me, for wheel, I'm going to bring my heels a little closer to my hips, move my shoulders closer to my head, and then press my arm bones down, draw the heels back, lift the lower back off the floor, and then lift up. Take my hands over my head, grounding my shoulders down to start, hug the elbows in slightly, push into the floor, and lift up. Try not to let your feet turn out. Breathe deeply, lift your head up, and then come on down. One hand at your heart, one hand at your belly. Come to your breath. We're going to do one more back bend. Of your choice, bridge or Urdhva. Now in this last one, if you want to start with your hands over your head, as long as your shoulders are grounded, your hands don't have to be until you rise up. Elbows hug in, shoulders ground down, draw the heels back, lift the hips up, and then come on up. You can come on the toes and come on a little closer in and move the chest through. And then walk your feet out, lift your head up, and come on down. One hand at your heart, one hand at your belly. We're going to do a little abdominal bracing. This is going to neutralize your spine from the back bending. Bring your knees over your hips. Bring your shins parallel to the floor. Place your hands right below your knees on your thighs. With the inhale, draw the ribs down, draw the knees in. With the exhale, push the legs back but resist it, and then isometrically sweep your legs up. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You may be shaking. And then bring your legs down and rest. We'll do that one more time. Knees over hips, feet parallel, feet active, shins parallel to the floor, hands below the knees. Inhale, belly down, ribs down, knees draw in. Exhale, pushing the legs back and resisting it, draw them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down and rest. Lift the lower back off the floor. Lift the right leg over the knee, over the hip. Interlace your hands. Move the leg forward so your thigh bone, thigh muscles land in your hand, and take your leg straight up. You can keep the left leg bent or extend the leg down. Want you to hug the muscles to the bone. From the foot, draw the hip down and press your leg back. This is again going to help release your back with any tightness or stiffness. Right thigh presses back, left leg presses down. Release the foot down. Lift the left knee up. Interlace your hands behind the left thigh. Move the left leg bone forward and take your leg up. Activate your foot. If you can, extend the right leg down. So as your right leg presses down, your left leg presses back. From the foot, ground the hip down, and from the hip, stretch out through the leg. Bend the knee, place the foot down, take your right leg up again. Extend the leg down, and take your right knee out to the side. Don't let your hip lift up. Flexing the left foot, toes are straight up, leg bone is straight down. Open up that right knee. Inhale, lift the knee up, take it across. Keeping that right shoulder down. Take the right hip forward. Draw the right rib down, feel the spinal twist. And then lift the knee up and place the foot down. Lifting the left leg up over the hip, hold it with the left hand. Extending the right leg down, keeping that right hip and leg down. Take your left knee out to the side. Flex your right toes. Inhale, lift the knee up, keeping the left shoulder down. Come across in the twist. Left shoulder down, draw the rib down and move that left hip forward. Inhale, lift the knee up, place the foot down. Let's join our knees and feet. So the feet are on the floor. You can start with the elbows bent or arms straight. Lift the knees right over the hips, squeezing your legs together, keeping the lumbar curve. But think about if you can draw the ribs towards each other. Take a breath in, keeping the left shoulder down. Come halfway across. We're working the abdominals a little bit. Inhale, lift up. Keeping that right shoulder down. Come to the left halfway. Don't touch the floor. Ribs are drawing towards each other. Good. Inhale, lift up. Place the right foot down. Stack the left knee on top. Pressing into the right foot. Lift the hips up and take them to the left. And then your knees can descend to the right. You can interlace your foot around the shin if you want. Now press into the right elbow and twist more to the left. Gently unwind your knees and then come on out. Bringing your hips back to the middle. Bring your left foot in the middle of the mat. Right knee on top. Lift the hips up. Take your butt to the right and knees to the left. Again, if you want to interlace your foot around the shin, you can. Working that right shoulder down. Unwind. Take your knees up. Bring your feet together. And this time, take your knees apart and take your arms out, palms open. You can bring your hips a little closer to your shoulders, so your lower back is off the floor. Allow the body to rest down. Incredible change happens in your life when you decide to take control of what you have power over instead of craving control of what you don't. Steve Maraboli. I'm just checking my time here. Go ahead and extend your legs for a brief Shavasana. Let your legs extend down and out. Let your body rest. I like to say, feel the earth holding you so you can relax deeply. We feel more in control when we feel a connection to the earth, to stability, to grounding, to finding that earth energy. Every time you're tempted to react in the same old way, ask if you want to be a prisoner of the past or a pioneer of the future. Deepak Chopra. Let's join our feet and take our arms over our head into a final stretch. Bending one knee at a time. Roll to your right. And come, sit up.